Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. We've got prices higher in the wheat. We saw that the USDA kept crop ratings at around 2%, 32% good to excellent. And also we continue to see dry weather conditions across the U.S. southern plains over the next 2 weeks. Wheat also probably looking at some higher prices, especially in Europe, as Europe right now is the cheapest locations for people to buy grain. And Egypt came out with a really interesting tender for only European destinations as far as origin sellers. We also note that in the corn market, only 2% of the corn crop is planted versus 2% normal. And I think that much of that is due to cold temperatures in the soils, also wet conditions across much of the Delta and Eastern Corn Belt. We also noted that China was a buyer of corn, and that begins to talk about lower corn carryout for 21-22. But with a 2.1 ratio, new crop beans versus new crop corn, you probably won't be seeing a lot of new corn acres above the March intentions, which makes the 22-23 U.S. corn supply and demand even maybe tighter than 21-22. Soybeans, risk back on, crude oil's up, might be a few reduced COVID restrictions in China. We also note that OPEC came out and said they cannot replace for Europe lost Russian oil, and so we're back to be concerned about the supply and adding a little premium back into the oil market that we have taken out. We got the CPI data today. We'll see if that inflation number brings in new money to buy commodities. As far as outside markets, we're still waiting to see what the Fed does as far as interest rates. We'll be watching the war as it escalates in the east, Ukraine. We'll be also watching money flow with more money coming into the grains. Again, 3 things that we have to watch pretty closely. Number one, for this time of year, corn, soybean, and wheat prices are historically high. We also note that managed funds have a very large percentage of the total open interest. And finally, prices are quite a bit above the 50-day moving average, which a lot of these momentum managed funds use. So the market's going to continue to be extremely volatile. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.